upper hand. He needs to keep building up his harvesters. This will really set him back economy-wise. And if it was smart, DIAMAGA would just run over and... Oh, he couldn't just put... I kind of see what he was doing there. He wanted it to land to get some damage on it, but he could have just left one Zergling there, and he couldn't even have landed it in general. So now TLO is going to saturate his natural here, as well as completely farm out his main. I mean, look at the main for DIAMAGA, though. It's barely touched. It's almost equal to his natural. So at this point, it's going to be very interesting to kind of see what's going to come. I mean, DIAMAGA's finally getting his 2 gases on his natural. Both players' naturals were kind of... well, as far as DIAMAGA's natural was fine, but his main was completely decimated. And now TLO's natural is finally getting up and running. He does have 2 Thors, though, so that'll pretty much stop the Mutalisk attack. So it's going to be interesting to see really what DIAMAGA does at the moment. You know, it just... He can't really continue with Mutalisk because he's got too many Thors. I would assume an attack either to Hydras or with the Roach nerf, maybe just get a couple of Roaches to kind of soak up some damage. It's going to be, I don't know, this is a ton of Hellions though. I don't know what DIAMAGA is going to be able to do to really counter this. 1 Queen's not going to make a difference. Yes, he does have a Mutalisk, but again, look at the harass now, as he did shoot way past TLO and Harvesters. He had 44 drones, but he is losing some. He did just lose 7 drones. That was ridiculous how many quickly he lost right there, because they were all about half health, and that one Hellion got another shot off to kill about 7 drones. So it looks like DIAMAGA doing the right thing. This map really favors Zerg if you spawn next to each other, because the Zerg player, as if you're looking at the mini-map, can take this crescent moon shape type deal and take all these side expansions all the way moving up into here and as well as here. I have seen it done before as far as Hydra, Artosis, some of the big names doing that, and it's so easy. Again, see, exactly what I just said. I haven't even seen this replay, but it's always the same. It's always the same as far as a Zerg player. When they spawn next to each other, they get this crescent shape going, and if DIAMAGA is allowed to set these 2 bases up and given the time to set up and start feeding the minerals and the gas, this would be a absolute world of hurt for TLO. I don't know what he could do, because he would just, DIAMAGA would just simply pump out too many units and too much stuff to really put TLO at a big time disadvantage. And so again, the harvester count for TLO right now is at 47 compared to 41. So, but that really, again, that doesn't really matter right now as far as the game's progressed. It did make a big difference in the beginning of the game. As you can see, TLO had quite a bit more units. But now he does see these 2 expansions going up. So TLO is going to have to do something. He can't just sit back and allow it to happen. He himself is going for his 3rd expansion, which is nice. But again, the Zerg player will have, he's already 2 up expansion-wise. He'll soon to be 3 up if he doesn't get this set up really quick. So I don't know, TLO is going to have to do something very tricky. But DIAMAGA is doing what he needs to do to really win this game. So now he's finally got his Hydra Den out. So I would assume a tech switch to Hydras. Maybe a mix of a few Zerglings, mainly Hydras, and kind of stick with that Mutalisk to get the harass on some of the non-air units. Because if the Thors do drop, the Mutas will do a ton of damage to his army. So DIAMAGA's got a ton of Mutalisk here, as well as he does have the Carapace upgrade. So let's take a look at the... Let's take a look at the army counts here. So it looks like TLO has pumped out way more minerals. He's got 126 supply compared to 93. So it's going to be interesting to see here, and he does feel like it's time to move out. So let's take a look at the production tab on the way out. We do have quite a bit of upgrades of Thors, some more Hellions, Spine Crawlers, and tons of Mutas are coming up here very shortly. So this Overlord is going to see that TLO is pushing. Very important to get the right counter here. He does have 2 siege tanks set up. This one's actually not set up. He does have 1 siege tank set up in the back. That's actually kind of crippling here for DIAMAGA. He is now in the red as far as supply goes. So he cannot build a unit right now. He's got to pump out a couple more Overlords to even build a unit. Unfortunately for him right now, I think he's going to lose a lot of his army. And here comes the massive splash damage. Look at that. 4 shots from the Thors and just destroyed his entire Mutas. And TLO did the right thing and pushed up before these 2 bases could get set up. This one wasn't even set up. But he did the right thing because he fell behind in Harvester count. He fell behind in army. And TLO won this game pretty easily here at the end. So thanks again for watching, folks. and stay tuned for some more replays. Thanks.